beers on tap, great steaks, great staff. Head over to the John B. Pub.
We got the best beers, steaks, chicken wings, nachos in town. Come see us at the John B. Pub.
The John B. Pub, the best bar in town. Come sign up for our football pool. Say Hayes sent you.
The number one sports podcast in Vancouver with Ryan Hayes and Big Mike.
Ryan Hayes and Big Mike.
Never stop.
I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
This one comes at 3:58 of the third. Beecher first goal of the season. Right backhand.
Finds a little gap there. Great speed, and he goes hard down. And my friend rush. That's where we're getting it. The middle of the zone is left open. Lambert finds a little gap there. Great speed, and he goes.
Plays it up for Jimmy Lambert. Lambert shot, he scores! Jimmy Lambert has put Michigan on top 1-0.
Jimmy Lambert down the right side finds Jake Slaker with a cross-ice pass, and the senior connects on the wrister. Team leading 10th, it's 2-0 Wolverines.
Is it up for Jimmy Lambert? Lambert shot, he scores! Jimmy Lambert has put Michigan on top 1.
Mike passed you off, 1:15 to go in regulation.
This is I Only Touch Greatness podcast with Ryan Hayes and Big Mike.
Play is over for Michigan. Backdoor, Jimmy Lambert, just as the power play had expired.
Finds a little gap there. Great speed, and he goes hard down.
So how's your day so far? How's everything going?
It's good. Just kind of in the midst of spring training right now. So just, working out every day and skating and, doing some agility stuff. So that's kind of what my days are like. And then I got class on Tuesday, Thursday. So.
Okay.
Mike, should we start?
Yeah, sure. So if my stats are right here, born in Great Britain, what was childhood like and when did you start playing hockey?
So my dad was playing professional hockey over there for a number of years, and my older sister and I were born there. That was in 1997, obviously, and then, I started skating when I was like 3, maybe, or 2. Picked up a hockey stick shortly after. My grandpa gave me a little mini stick, so that was fun, obviously, playing in the basement and everything. And then, I think we moved back to Canada when I was like 3 or 4. So I didn't live there too long. We just moved back to where the rest of my family is from in Saskatoon, and the rest is history, I guess, and lived there ever since. Moved around a little bit for hockey, but other than that, I've been in Saskatoon.
Okay, yeah, I know Brad was saying that you guys were having some good mini stick battles.
Yeah. Whenever Brad would come in the summer, that was a pretty big thing. Me, my dad, and my uncle, obviously Brad's dad, would have some pretty intense mini stick games down in my grandma's basement. Put a few holes in the walls, which she probably isn't too happy about.
Oh, yeah. Did you play any other sports growing up?
I feel like I was just the stereotypical, kid just playing soccer, lacrosse, baseball, really anything, that would keep me busy in the summers. But I also love playing golf. That's kind of one of the things that I love spending my time doing in the summer, when I'm not working, on training and on the ice and everything. But I would say it was probably just baseball, hockey, and golf growing up until I was about like 10 or 11. Just kind of really started focusing on hockey.
Okay. And any nicknames, and what's your favorite jersey number and why?
Nicknames. I don't know, maybe Jimmer, Jimbo. My dad calls me Jazz Ball. I don't know why. That's just kind of been one that's stuck for a while. And then, my favorite jersey number is probably, 23. I've worn it since I played in the BCHL with Vernon. So I guess it's been 6 years now. So
Yeah.
I don't know, I just like kind of like the way it looks on me, I guess. So just kind of stuck with that.
Okay, yeah, I got lots of family in Vernon, so I frequent there quite a bit. What'd you think of playing at the Cal?
Oh, it's a beautiful building. I loved every minute of it. You know, the fans were really good there. You know, just the city of Vernon overall just treated all of us like really well. So, yeah, no, I'm definitely grateful for my time there. It was a lot of fun. It's a great league to play in. Develops a lot of great hockey players and sends a lot of people to the NCAA and onto the professional ranks after that. So it was a great time, great 3 years of my life, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'd never even been there until Mike's wedding, and then all of a sudden now I like the place. Vernon's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It kind of reminds. It's got like a Coquitlam feel for us. It feels like home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, yeah. What do you see yourself accomplishing in the next 5 to 10 years?
You know, obviously I got my last year here at Michigan. Love the jersey, by the way.
Yeah, it's Quinn Hughes autograph.
Oh yeah, autographed and everything.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I seen him he was here for the World Juniors, and I met him, and got him to autograph it. Plus, nice. I've seen him a few times with the being a Canucks season ticket holder, so we got the events and stuff. So
yeah, of course. But yeah, I mean, the next 5 to 10 years, you know, I got my last year here. You know, it'll be nice. I'll be able to finish my degree, and I'm looking to have, you know, a really good season here. And obviously the ultimate goal is to play in the NHL. You know, how long that takes me to get there, you know, I realistically don't see myself giving up on that dream until, you know, I might actually have to, or I'm forced to. But, you know, that's obviously why I'm at the University of Michigan. It's a great school. I'm getting a degree, and, you know, if life after hockey, I need to get a job, then I've got that in my back pocket. So, yeah, I mean, I definitely see myself hopefully playing the NHL and just living out that dream.
What are you taking to school?
I'm in sport business management right now.
Okay. Oh, right on. And of course, that's why we got you on the show. We know you're going to be playing the show. We want to cheer you on all the way to the top.
Yeah.
Who would you say you mirror your game after try and play like?
That's a tough question. You know, that's a really tough question because I play all over up front. You know, I play left wing, I play center, I play right wing. But you know, I'm just a 200-foot player. You know, who has great hockey IQ, great speed and great skill, and I see the ice very well. And you know, this year I'm looking to, you know, put all those things together and, you know, hopefully have a great season. But as for who I would compare myself to or who I want to play like, you know, that's really tough.
Kind of like a Patrice Bergeron, I would kind of compare you to.
Yeah, I mean that's a great comparison. I would love that. Yeah, just like someone who you can rely on in every situation of the game, whether it be, you know, on a power play, a penalty kill, a 6-on-5 situation, whether you're down a man or up a man at the end of a game. I feel like I can be trusted and put on the ice in any of those situations. So yeah, Patrice Bergeron would be a great one.
What's one challenge you've come across in getting to today?
You know, to be honest, I feel like the entire road has been a challenge. It's almost been like a roller coaster, you know. You know, coming from Western Canada, you look forward to the Bantam draft when you're, I guess, 14 or 15. And, you know, I didn't get drafted, so that was tough. You know, seeing all my good buddies that I play with every single year, all year long, get drafted. I didn't get drafted. You know, and then the NHL draft comes around. Didn't get drafted there. That one wasn't as big of a shocker for me because I knew that I had a long road ahead of me to get where I want to be and to where I am now. But it hasn't been easy. You know, I was always an undersized forward. I had to learn how to play a small guy game, and now that I'm a bigger player, not necessarily a bigger player, but an average sized guy, you know, it's definitely helped me learning to play the game as a smaller guy. And now that, you know, I'm kind of caught up in the size factor, it's definitely helped. You know, I'm able to play quick, but, you know, escape checks and all that good stuff. So,
yeah. And those are obviously good attributes to have. And it's funny how the game, how the game changes so much. Like I was talking to the old man, and I was just saying, like a couple of years ago, it was like the power forward. You wanted the big body on offense. You wanted the Bertuzzi or the Rick Nash or those kind of guys. And now it's totally a smaller player's skilled game now.
Yeah, I mean, every guy in the NHL can shoot, can score, can skate, and is a smart player. But I mean, back to the question, you know, it's just never been an easy road for me. And I think that helps me because, you know, any challenge that I've come across, I've always overcame it and got myself to the next level. So, you know, I know that it's not going to be easy from here on out. And, you know, that's something that I'm ready for because I've had a lot of experience in battling through, you know, tough situations. So, not too worried about that.
Okay. Do you have any hobbies outside of sports?
I do like fishing. It's one of the
nice.
Things that, I'm not by any means an expert, but, you know, that's just one of the things that I like to go do with, you know, whether it be my family or my buddies back home or even guys here. It's just a great way to, you know, have some peace and quiet and, you know, just relax a little bit and a little bit of adrenaline rush when you catch one and you get one on the reel. So.
Absolutely. How is the fishing in Michigan?
It's pretty good. The first time I ever caught a bass was here. So they don't have those in Saskatchewan, that's for sure.
Okay.
Cool. I mean, just the way you catch them, they're such an aggressive fish. It's just like, you know, you throw your line in and they snag you right off the top water. So it's a fun fish to catch. So it's pretty good. We usually go fishing at the Huron River. You catch anything from bass to walleye to pike. So just the one fish that I really like and I enjoy catching is the bass. That's for sure.
Yeah, they put on a great fight too for like a smaller fish, and like you said, they just hammer top water. It's awesome.
Yeah, they hammer top water. That's for sure.
And how big are the mosquitoes in Saskatchewan? we call those hummingbirds.
Yeah. You know, I it's been tough with COVID. I haven't been really there much, but the mosquitoes are so bad. Obviously, some years are worse than others, you know, whether you're having a dry summer or a wet one.
Yeah.
It kind of depends, but they're always bad. You got to have those smoke things out, whatever, those little smoke coils.
Yeah.
Outside. Otherwise, you're just getting feasted on.
Any pregame rituals or routines for you?
I'm not a very superstitious guy. Obviously, you know, I like to get to the rink like decent time, not too early. If it were up to me, I would show up to the rink. I would, you know, get changed in my warm-up gear, and I would stretch. I would go through the team warm-up with the guys, and then I would get dressed and I would go on the ice. I don't like to, you know, spend too much time thinking about it. I just like to get out there and play. But, you know, I obviously tape my stick the same way. You know, like to stretch, get myself warm and stay hydrated. That's really all it is. I always like to take a nap too, but not for too long. Otherwise, you know, your legs feel a little sluggish.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. What's your favorite road barn you've played in so far?
It wasn't a road. We were actually home. We were playing at home. But we played at Madison Square Garden my freshman year here at Michigan, and we had that place packed. So, I mean, you know, the trip started, we flew out to New York, got to tour around, walked around Times Square, everything, you know, the Empire State Building, got to do some shopping, went to a great restaurant. I can't exactly remember what it was called. Just had a crazy dinner, like the best food I've ever had right at Times Square. It was like kind of 2 floors up, and you looked out and you just saw all the light, the traffic and just the flow of people. And then the next day was obviously game day. And, you know, that was pretty special. We got dressed in the Rangers locker room, stayed right across from the rink, and the building was packed. You know, that's the most famous building in the sports industry and the entertainment industry. So, that was pretty special. And that was obviously my first time in New York, so that was really cool. But there was one other game that we played, and that was the outdoor game at Notre Dame. I'd never played in an outdoor game. Obviously, I grew up on outdoor rinks, but in full gear, with 50,000 fans was a little different. So that one was pretty cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's nuts. It takes you back to the old school days when you used to play on the rink, and but it was in the football stadium, right?
Yeah, the football stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you what. If that game is played at the Big House in Michigan, you got 113,000 fans. It would be a world record-setting hockey game for attendance.
Wow.
But, we were there. I think it's just Notre Dame Stadium, but it was half full. So it's just the difference between Michigan hockey and Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. That was my next question. I was just going to ask is what made you choose Michigan?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. Being from Canada, I always knew what the wing helmet was. That's just something that everyone knows. It's a trademark at Michigan. And I came here on an official visit. I got to see everything, meet a lot of the guys, watch a couple practices, and tour the campus and see where the guys live, just kind of their everyday life. And when it was time for me to leave after my 2-day trip or whatever, how long it was, I just knew that it was where I wanted to be. I just had a feeling that there was just a feeling of excitement, the entire time that I was there. And Yost Ice Arena is just incredible. I mean,
I've heard that a lot. I heard that from lots of people.
Yeah, we practice there 4 days a week, and then Friday night it feels like a completely different place when it's packed with 6,000 people and everyone's just loud, banging their feet on the metal stands, the metal bleachers. So, yeah, it's a pretty special place.
And can you take me back to your first goal?
Yeah, first goal, I remember it perfectly. It was a rim. We were playing at Ohio State. The game was tied 1-1. We were in the third period. I got a rim. I think it was Quinn Hughes rimmed me the puck. I was on the right wall. I chipped it to the middle, and then I got buried by Dakota Joshua. He's playing for the Blues now.
Yeah.
And then I got back up, beat him up the ice, and my linemates Jake Slaker and Luke Morgan made a play on the net, and I picked up the rebound. And it was kind of funny. I mean, the goalie was completely squared up to me, but I just kind of ripped just walked into it, kind of ripped a snapper, and it went 5-hole. So it was a pretty exciting goal.
Perfect.
Yeah.
If you could sit down for dinner with anyone famous, dead or alive, who would it be?
Tiger Woods, 100%. I mean, Tiger Woods or Arnold Palmer, one of the two. Tiger Woods is probably my all-time favorite athlete. Every time he's playing, I've got that TV on and I'm watching every single shot. I got the NBC Sports PGA Tour Live subscription, and you can watch every shot of the featured groups, and every event he's in the featured group, so I can watch every shot. And I don't know, I just get excited when he's playing. I love watching him. So got a lot of questions for the guy.
Oh yeah, that's a great choice.
And Mike always goes with Muhammad Ali.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah, and then for me, I always go with like Tupac or Seth Rogen.
Oh yeah, Seth Rogen would be a great one.
Yeah, you sit down and have a couple of drinks with him across the way from the dinner table would be funny.
You might not get a word in, you just be laughing the whole time.
Yeah, that's what I want to happen. That's how I think it would go.
Yeah.
So what's it like having a cousin as a rookie protege like Brad?
Yeah, no, it's a lot. It's pretty special. I mean, he's a great player. It's been cool watching him grow up, obviously. The days of playing mini sticks in the basement on the outdoor rink, practicing with him in the summers when he would come stay with us. It's cool to see how he's developed and really took off when he was, 13, 14, and 15. He just really hit another level, and that's, I think, when he started to grow. And he just took his game up a notch that a lot of guys that age can't really do, and he's consistently stayed up with that consistent climb. So it's pretty cool. I get a lot of people asking me, down here practicing with a lot of really good players. They ask me, is Brad Lambert your cousin? I'm like, yeah, he is. He's a pretty good player, and everyone knows him. A lot of the guys here, when they went to the World Juniors, he was a pretty big talk in the locker room just because how good of a tournament he had at the World Juniors. They're all pretty impressed, especially with how young he is. He's just very skilled, very fast, and he's got a lot of poise with the puck.
I remember.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Go ahead, Mike.
No, I was just gonna say he's definitely an incredible player. Like, it's crazy. We watched him there, and then at U18s, and like, he's got a hockey future ahead of him, that's for sure. And he's a great kid off the ice as well. Like, when we had him on here, he's a great guy to chat with, and he took the time for us. And the Lambert family is awesome.
Yeah. It's a good family.
And I was gonna say there that I actually thought he was your brother at first when we first started talking. I don't remember, but like maybe 6 months ago when we first started talking, I thought he was your brother. But that was before I'd ever seen him at the World Juniors, and I learned more about you guys.
Yeah, no, in the summers, a lot of people think they were brothers because we look quite alike. So
yeah, you do.
Prior to COVID, we would spend a lot of time together in the summers because that was kind of the annual thing. You know, him and his family would come back from Finland and they would hang out with us all summer. So
that's sweet. That's awesome. And it must be nice to have Uncle Lane too with the Islanders moving on to the next round here.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a big win for them. I think I don't necessarily know if it stunned a lot of people, but I was pretty confident. I mean, they play such a hard game. They're so hard to beat. They just got a lot of depth, and they play a game that a lot of people don't like playing against. So,
we were. Yeah, and we were totally or I was anyways. In my hockey pool, I've got all Islanders in Colorado, so I was cheering for them. And then, of course, Matt Barzell's from our hometown, so we cheer for Barzell. I want the Stanley Cup to come to Coquitlam. So,
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
Who would you say the best player you've played with is and against?
The best player that I've played with, it's got to be Quinn Hughes. I mean, that guy's. It's amazing to watch. It's amazing to see what he did. I mean, obviously, I played with him for a season. He dominated the level that we're playing at, and then, he steps into the NHL and right away, he didn't fit in. He stood out, and I almost feel like he's better at that level. He's just doing the same things that he would do to us in practice and other teams in games. And it's just pretty cool to see how smooth of a transition he made, and he's already becoming one of the best D-men in the league. So it's pretty special and cool.
Yeah, that's for sure. And you're really kissing ass to our hometown guy here, but that's awesome. That's awesome. He's always, every time we've ever met him, he's always been really friendly with us and chat, and would always stop and let us get a picture. Not very, very, very nice guy. And in Vancouver, we've never seen a defenseman like that before. Because even just the way on his edges, and he's always walking the line on his edges, and we've actually finally got a defenseman now, and we just need a second one.
Yeah, and then the best player I've played against. I think I kind of got a tie there between Cole Caulfield and Jack Hughes. We played Jack I think it might have been it was probably my freshman year. The program came to Yost and we played them, and he just dominated the whole game. Probably picked up like 3 or 4 points, and he's just really good. Such a smooth skater, so smart and quick, and then Cole Caulfield just absolutely dominated the Big Ten this year. 26 goals in just as many games. So he's a good player, and he's obviously doing quite well in the NHL, both of them. So
yeah, those are both solid choices, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Did you ever have the luxury to skate with Luke, the youngest?
Yeah, actually, I skated with him yesterday. He's a good player. Yeah, he'll come in and he'll have an impact right away on our team. So
good. Yeah,
really good family.
Yeah, they all are really good at hockey. Even going back, their parents are both Olympians too, I believe.
Yeah.
And then me and Mike have met Luke also at the draft when Jack was there getting drafted.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite? Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just saying he's a great kid.
Yeah, he is. Do you have a favorite sports movie?
Either Miracle or The Greatest Game Ever Played. The Greatest Game Ever Played is a golf movie. I don't know if you've ever seen it. I think it's Shia LaBeouf. He's in that movie. It's a pretty good one.
Okay.
Or Happy Gilmore. That's
a good one.
Yeah, I like those golf movies. There aren't too many of them, but the ones that are out there, they're all pretty good.
Tin Cup?
I've never seen that.
Oh, dude, you gotta watch Tin Cup. It's a good golf one for sure. Hey, I'll ask you this: since you're a golfer, what would your dream foursome be?
Oof.
Well, Tiger's a guarantee.
Yeah, Tiger. I mean, I feel like my dream foursome would be Tiger, Arnold Palmer, and my dad.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have a go-to celly?
No, I don't think so. I feel like, when you score a goal, you just do whatever comes to mind, whatever you're feeling. I feel like most of the time you don't really know what you're doing because you're so excited. But every goal is special, so you definitely want to have fun in the moment and celebrate with your teammates.
If you were an animal, what would you be?
Sorry?
Yeah, if you were an animal, what would you be?
I'm kind of torn there because I feel like being a bald eagle would be great, but also being a lion would be great as well.
Yeah, being able to fly.
Yeah, being able to fly. If I could be some sort of lion eagle, that would be.
Yeah, or like a pterodactyl.
Or a pterodactyl. Yeah, exactly.
If there's $100 bill at the bottom of the toilet or a $20 bill on the counter, which one are you going for?
I'm grabbing the $100 bill out of the toilet and then taking the 20 off the top.
There we go. That's twice we've heard that. I love it.
That's only twice. We've only ever got that answer twice. Usually people go with the 20 or the 100, but no one's ever said I'm going for both.
Hey, I mean, get your hands dirty and take the clean one as well.
Yeah.
That's right.
Good answer.
What would you say your biggest hockey moment so far in your career would be?
Biggest hockey moment. Well, I mean, I was really hoping that it was going to be this past season, winning a national championship with the team that we had, because I thought that we could have done it for sure. Because obviously we got taken out of the NCAA tournament because we had a COVID positive test. But aside from that, I would say that's tough. I mean, I would say probably, back in Pee Wee, this is really a long time ago, but back in Pee Wee hockey, we had this team where we only lost 4 games out of the whole season. We won absolutely everything. I think we played like 80 some games and we lost only 4. And
wow.
We won, the city championships and the provincial championships. Obviously there was no nationals for Pee Wee, but that was probably like the best overall team season, like hockey, season that I had. But yeah, I'm still waiting on that big championship. And that's to take that first place prize. But I'm hoping this year I can get a national championship in my senior year. And
oh yeah, you guys are stacked, and you guys got so many young guys coming in this year that, oh man, you guys are definitely gonna make a run for it.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm saving that one for next year. If you guys have me back, I'll answer that question next summer, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
right on.
That sounds good. We have big man crushes on all the great players that come out of Michigan. I've been a big fan of it since back when that lacrosse school started.
Yeah,
Mike Legg. Have you tried the Michigan or lacrosse school yet?
I've tried it a couple times in practice, just when we're playing like small area games. I got close to doing it once, but no, it's kind of a tough one. I mean, everything has to like line up perfectly for you to pull it off. The goalie's kind of got to be sleeping. The puck's got to be perfect. Ice has to be good.
Yeah.
And there can't be a defender on the other side waiting to take your head off. So especially now because so many people are pulling it off and everyone's just waiting for it.
Oh yeah. You just gotta wait for that. There's gonna be that one goalie that's gonna hack you too, like the Hextall or the Kluche or something one day. Hasn't happened yet, but one goalie's gonna snap, guaranteed.
Yeah.
What the goalie should just do is just swing the stick about waist height. Like,
it's a little tomahawk to the teeth.
Yeah, something like that, pretty much. What was the good? If you were $1,000 prize and you had to sing one song, what song are you singing in karaoke?
$1,000 prize. So like I'm competing against other people.
Yeah, sure. It's a competition.
I feel like you got to go with something that's going to grab the attention of the judges. So I don't necessarily know exactly what it's called, but it's like Katy Perry, like drifting through the wind like a plastic bag. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah. The Katy Perry one. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's the song I would do. I feel like that would just, especially if I belted it out with, my heart and soul. Like
That's right.
Because we get that question from the Oregon guys when we interviewed these guys, or all the Oregon football team. Their rookie initiation party is they have to sing karaoke until they don't get booed.
Yeah, that's funny.
What color is your stick tape and favorite Gatorade color?
I usually have been a black tape guy, but I switched to white tape this last year. So I've been running with the white tape. But my favorite Gatorade color, ever since I came down to the US, I realized how terrible the flavors are in Canada. You walk into a grocery store here and there's just like an entire section just basically lit up with Gatorades. The entire rainbow, every single shade. But there's this it's called Riptide Rush. It's like a purple, like kind of aqua color.
Okay.
We
definitely don't have that.
A little bit more of a sour one. I don't know. I really like having that one in between periods. It's a good one.
Okay. Yeah, we get that one, and we get some cucumber one once in a while, and there's another flavor, I think watermelon. We don't have any of that here. You guys have all the best flavors down there.
Oh, there's literally every single flavor you can possibly imagine. It's crazy.
How much do you miss your Timmies then?
Did someone score there?
No, I look though.
There are actually a couple Tim Hortons locations here in Michigan. There was really close to where I live right now, but I think it went out of business. But it was like a small store, just a drive through, like you couldn't go in. I've gone there a couple times, and it's not the same. Like, my favorite thing to get is that farmer's wrap, and
yeah,
and I got it when I was here, and I was like, what am I eating right now? It's just garbage.
That's for sure. I enjoy that too.
You try and get like an ice cap or a whatever iced coffee, and it's not the same. So yeah, I miss Timmy's.
What's the last show you binge watched?
The last show I binge watched, kind of embarrassing. I think it's called the Beauty and the Baker. It was a Sunday afternoon. I was with my roommates, and we were sitting upstairs, and we threw it on. We watched the first episode, and then we just kept watching. I think it was like 9 episodes. It's just a 1-season thing, and it's basically this like supermodel starts dating this baker or whatever, and they're
that's awesome.
Like I said, it's embarrassing. That's the last one I binge watched, but I'm currently watching. I think it's called the Man in the High Castle.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Heard of it.
I don't know if you guys ever heard of that, but yeah, that's a good one. I'm on episode 2.
Okay. Hey, Jimmy, I just want to thank you very much for taking the time for us today and coming on and chatting with us. We're big fans of you and the Lambert family, and we wish you best of luck in your hockey career. We know you're going to make it there to the show. We can't wait to cheer you on.
And we love Michigan.
Yeah, go blue as always. I appreciate you guys having me on. I had fun.
Looking for the most beers on tap, great steaks, great staff? Head over to the John B. Pub.
We got the best beers, steaks, chicken wings, nachos in town. Come see us at the John B. Pub.
The John B. Pub, the best bar in town. Come sign up for our football pool. Say Hayes sent you.